Welcome back to another episode of Hear Us Out.
It's your boy Jay Bizzle.
And it's your boy Key Jones, and we back with another interesting topic for y'all. And today's topic is love and lust.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna want to hear it, but we gonna get to it.
Yes, sir.
Now talk to me.
Yeah, buddy.
So, what is your definition of love?
Alright, so love is a deep thing. Love is that intense feeling that you have for someone that can never go away, no matter how long y'all done been together. It don't even got to be like I'm talking relationship right now, but shit, this can be for a family member or whatever. But from a relationship standpoint, I feel like it's an intense feeling that will never go away. That's my definition. But alright. So
that sound like, I ain't gonna lie, it sound like a movie quote, but I was like, yeah, that was deep with it. Yeah. But for me, love is being there and caring for someone unconditionally through all their faults, their past trauma.
Hey, man.
Mm-hmm. Their evolution.
Yes, Lord.
Come on, talk to me. And just being able to trust someone on a level and be there for someone on a level that's beyond understanding. That's me, though. That's me, though. Talk to me. You like that? You like that? I like
yes,
that.
Yes, sir.
But I will say, love is not an easy thing.
It's not.
It ain't. Because sometimes the people you love don't deserve the love you give. But sometimes the love that people give you ain't the love you deserve.
Yes, sir.
That's deep for no reason. But no.
That's going to be a short.
Hey, that was poetic, I know it. Yes, but not on a serious note, though. I agree. It doesn't have to be a romantic type of love. Like, the love you have for your family is... Well, I ain't gonna say unconditional because some people only love you under certain conditions. But like the love you have for your mom and your dad and stuff, that's unconditional. You're like your siblings, that's unconditional. Because growing up, I'm pretty sure you can vouch for this too. Your sibling probably gonna be the first person you want to cut their dang on head off. But at the end of the day, you cut somebody else's head off for that person. And that right there to me is like love right there. Because as much as me and my sisters and my sister and brother used to fight, I know at the end of the day. And the day gonna end at the end of the day that I will fight somebody just as much as I fight my sister, like over them. Oh, yeah. And me and my sister will fight family about my mama. I kid you not. If it came down to it. But that's how deep I feel like love can get deep to the point where it'll drive you crazy. And if you have that that intense feeling about somebody and you're like, oh yeah, you'll end up in jail. I'm joking. But
that's true. That's true. All right. So the way I'm gonna say this, the way I spell love is different.
Okay.
Most people spell love like LOVE.
Oh my Lord.
I spell love like LUV.
Mm-hmm. They ghetto love.
Oh yeah. that ignorant love.
Oh my Lord, ratchet love. But nah, explain that. Elaborate on that. Why the LUV?
I feel like
they ain't worthy of the E.
I'm the type of person like I like a 90s type love feel. And the LUV, that kind of, it's almost like a retro. It give it like a retro feel to it, like a back in the day type feel to it.
That boy got that Love Jones type of love going on.
Oh yeah. But
brown sugar type of love.
That's one of the reasons why your boy's single to this day. Cause I just can't. I need to look a little more. But they always say when you look, you don't find. But it be the times when you don't expect or don't look that you find. But
honestly, that's the advice I give. Like somebody's like, man, I can't find it. I'm like, stop looking for the remote, bro. They're like, what you mean? When you stop looking for the remote, that's when you tend to find it.
Yeah.
But
that's the kind of love I want. I want that unconditional, that intense, like that love that has like it's an everlasting type love. It's deep. Like you can't even find the words to express how you really feel. That's the kind of love I want to share with a special female one day.
I need that. Well, I ain't gonna say I need that because I got that, but I feel like while you describing it, I think about that Jay Holiday type of love.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't breathe when you talk to me. Can't breathe when you touch me.
You heard that? Love. I can't save it. So many things.
That music so childhood.
Yeah.
You want that love you can sing about. That's what I'm hearing. Man, I feel that though. That's deep, man. You want that old school type of love. I hope you find that in life, man.
It's hard to find that in my generation.
And there was a point I was gonna make. And as far as we're gonna get to that point though. But now I have to ask you about the lust standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you define lust as?
You want me to answer that?
I did answer that, honestly. Come on now. Hey, leave that in the comments. Let us know what y'all.
Lust. I feel like lust is just like a simpler meaning. And I just say this. I ain't gonna say it.
But you ain't have to say it. Just mouth in the words, let me know. Oh my Lord. We ain't even gotta bleep it out, but it's there. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, just, it's no emotions in it, That's all.
You funny for that. But nah, for me, I think people blur the lines because they're more physically attracted to a person and they tie that attraction into their feelings and also that activity that you bleeped out. But like I feel like they kind of blinded to them when it comes down to like real issues and real like trials in their relationship. They realize like you're not even worth. I ain't gonna say you're not worth it, but more people tend to run away from relationships when there's just lust involved and not love. Because when it comes down to actual love, you're gonna actually have to sit down and communicate and learn how to change your ways, and they gonna have to be on the same page with you to try to make the relationship work. But when it's just lust involved, then it's just like
you really don't care. Like it's just.
And honestly, and I feel like, and I'm just me being me. I feel like those relationships who kind of stray away from having conversations and just have makeup sex, those tend to be the ones who have, in my opinion, have a lustful relationship rather than a relationship full of love. Because you're using sex as a way to circumnavigate the true issues that y'all have. Like, oh, I'm mad at you, but I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, as I was going to say earlier, a lot of relationships nowadays are more about
lust. Like, you got some that involves like love, but.
And honestly, I'm glad I found who I found because they have the same. Caroline has the same mindset as me when it comes to relationship. Like we openly have communication. If something is bothering her that I do, she come to me like, "Hey, I'm not coming to you for you to." Like, I'm not saying this to make you upset or I'm not coming to you to like bash on you, but this is how a certain situation made me feel. And vice versa, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I appreciate block A and B. But you know what I'm saying? It's not just a like, okay, don't get me wrong. It'll have been times to like I have my temper, she has hers, we do butt heads sometimes, but it also comes down to, okay, we got that little spurt out. Let's actually calm down and talk the situation through to see what we can do to make the relationship better.
Oh yeah.
This generation nowadays, oh, he ain't doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Bye.
Right. I feel like relationships nowadays with people nowadays, you could have like a person who has like more of a good side than a bad side, and you can only have one flaw in that person just leave, dip out, man. That's messed up.
And honestly, one thing too that's been trending is the little balloon pop dating thing. You see that joke is funny to me. I ain't gonna lie, I watch that stuff just because like hearing some of these people answers are like, that's wild, bro. But that's really what it's coming down to is like if this person's not doing this, and this, I don't want them. If they don't look like this, and that, I don't want them. If you don't bring this amount of income in, I don't want you. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that because at the end of the day, if you vibe with somebody, it should just be the vibe. And like, granted, yes, you do have to have certain values and stuff that you agree on. Because I don't want to be somebody that's gonna bust my butt. Then meanwhile, like, look, this even coming from a woman's standpoint, I wouldn't want a woman to have to deal with a man who's just gonna sit on the game all day, not even trying to find a job. Now that I understand. Like, I'm with you on that, ladies. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if let's say Buddy has a dream and he's not where he wants to be getting, you see him working towards that, just because he's not there yet shouldn't be a reason to not give that man a chance.
You look on some of them little, what are they called? The pop the balloon challenges. And you have like females, like they probably won't care if a nigga ugly. As long as that man rich, he, you know.
As long as I get my hair did, my nails did, and you give me a car and I get a couple bands every 2 weeks, like stuff like that. Come on,
they
man.
Good.
Like, come on, man. It shouldn't be like that.
Like it's crazy, not to cut you off, but it's crazy that like females don't be happy with a regular dude that have like a regular 9 to 5 or whatever. Like at least he got consistent income. Like it's crazy.
And like not only that, effort too. Like those are type even men like that. Like yes, he has a 9 to 5, but he's still putting effort to like try to be there for you and like care for you and stuff. I don't see why that's an issue. But then again, everyone has their own reasons as to why they're not attracted to certain things. But it's all with this new generation. It's getting to the point where lust not even keeping people in it no more.
Is that sad, man?
Yeah. The sex was quality, but at the end of the day, nah, he ain't making enough money for me. Like no.
That's sad, though.
Like no, sex can't even keep people no more. That's the bad thing. Lord, but I honestly feel like this me being like from brother to brother. I hope you do find someone who has the same mindset as you because this new generation, boy, I swear. If me and my girl ever broke up, I'm probably not dating again. I hope they don't happen, but I promise you, I'm not dating again. Because at the end of the day, they gonna have gas. They gonna gaslight the mess out of me. They gonna be gaslighting. They gonna make me feel bad. Like no, I don't have time for none of that. I'm glad I have somebody that's on the same wavelength and has the same goals and purposes as I do, and is supportive, Lord. Like when have you ever found someone who gets upset when they can't come support you? That's support.
That's right.
I'm sorry I couldn't come to your show this time. I want to be at all of them, but I can't. I'm like, I understand. You got to work just like I do. But, I don't know. But, ooh, that's love right there, though.
Yeah.
That's love right there. I think it clicked. That's love.
Oh, yeah.
Like somebody who's willing to go out their way to be there to support you. That's love. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm talking like that. But I don't know. I do feel that people do kind of blur the lines between love and lust, though.
Yeah, I feel like people of this generation, like y'all females and also dudes, y'all need to work on y'all stuff, man. Like you got a bunch of thought bots and sexy red fans and just running around like have some morals, have some values.
Nah,
like,
thought box is wild. That's funny.
I mean, I call it how I see it, man.
But I agree with that though because, and that's another reason why I feel like more relationships in this generation are either materialistic or lustful because even guys now are getting to the point where they're not going to talk to a girl unless her body is like AYZ. I mean AB. You know, XYZ. Dang, I don't know my alphabet no more.
All that.
I'm gonna be honest. Me personally, I like a natural girl. I love a natural woman. These BBLs killing y'all. These BBLs. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'm not knocking everybody because because I'm not the type of body shame. Everyone is free to do what they want to do. But I do feel like women feel like they have to do that in order to please a man. And at the end of the day, you really don't. Because real man's going to appreciate you for what you have or what you don't have. It don't matter. Because me personally, will I will go for a girl any day of the week who is genuine and is by my standards beautiful, not versus society standards of beautiful. Because like you don't have to be petite or you don't have to be super curvy. Like no, as long as you have a good head on your shoulders and I'm attracted to you and I appreciate you for who you are and I see your value, it shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm gonna boost you up now. I'm gonna hype you up now. Like, oh yeah, shawty. Mm-hmm.
But like you got these females getting these BBLs, and half the time they don't be getting it for themselves. Like they get it to please they do, cause they do maybe cheating on them or whatever, and they do that to
like maybe he'll stay with me if I do it. Yeah,
and that's crazy. If you go back, I don't feel like you should do it at all, but if you go at least do it
for yourself. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not like I ain't trying to get canceled, but to put that out there, let us not. But if you feel like there's something that you have struggled with your life, and you feel like this is something that's gonna make you feel beautiful, by all means, do that. Yeah. But don't do it again. Like we said, don't do it for somebody else. There's something you have to make a decision on your own to do. Because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, don't expect nobody else to love you.
Yeah, beauty is within. That's all I got to say. Beauty is within. I mean, it can be on the outside too.
Yeah.
But beauty is within. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, man.
I would. Yeah, I agree. Because I know me. I know everyone has their insecurities. I have mine. I know you probably had yours. I mean, even though you do got some good skin, and your hair is kind of wavy, and your head kind of tall.
Right.
I'm playing. I'm messing with you. But like, me personally, like my girl, I ain't gonna say always, but there have been times where she does feel insecure. But I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, then they go in. Let me stop. But I always say I love her eyes. I love her smile. I love how you treat me. I love your heart. I love you. I love your body too. Like every. That's where love come in. You love every aspect of that person, whether they on their highs, they on their lows. You know what I'm saying? They on their head, they on their toes. But no, like I feel like when it comes to love, you have to learn to love every aspect of a person, no matter what changes they go through, what. Mentally, physically, whatever, you're gonna be there because at the end of the day, you're there with them because A, you choose to be, and B, you want to be.
Yeah. Now, what you just said, that's facts, bro. That's facts.
I'm dropping signs on them, ain't I?
That's facts.
Because, like, no one, I'll be honest, I'm not. This is me personally. I can't speak on you. I cannot see myself with a person who's physically beautiful but like shallow inside. Yeah. Like I've never been attracted to people like that. Everyone like, oh, you like everybody chases after like, oh, she bad. Most of the people that people consider bad, I don't even like them just because they personality alone. Cause they usually some assholes, if I'm being honest. Like, no. Like, be genuine with me.
Oh, yeah. And I feel like, just kind of a little off topic, but not too much. I feel like, with a relationship with love, this how you know you love someone. Like, I know you said earlier, if you kind of step out of what you normally do, like, if you kind of change yourself a little bit for your partner, like, say if you didn't communicate before, you were the type of person just to shut down, but now you in a relationship, you communicate with your partner. I feel like that's love for real.
Honestly, that's weird because that's generally defined in my relationship now because in my past relationship, I I ain't gonna say I lashed out in a bad way, but it's just like I didn't know how to properly communicate my emotions or how I was feeling my situation without doing too much. But now it's like, okay, let me actually listen to understand you and also listen to respond in a way that's not toxic and respond in a way to like we can both find common ground. And if you find someone who's willing to do that as well, yes, that is love. It's rare, but I'm thankful.
Like me, I'm the type of person like I don't like altercations. I don't like arguing. Like so, I'm the type of person I don't like. How I say this? I communicate, but when it comes to like arguing and all that, I ain't finna do all that. But sometimes it takes arguing to kind of get to like a common ground so y'all can kind of get on the same page. But ain't with all that arguing, just communicate, like have like a civil conversation, and I'm fine with that.
No, I agree. Like me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I'm an Aries. I'm gonna argue. But like one thing I have learned though, like you have to pick and choose your battles. And this one, a random lady I met one day actually told that to me. She was like, her and her husband been together like 40 plus years, and I was like, how y'all? What y'all did to make it work? She was like, you got to pick and choose your battles because it's not always worth being right. It's not always worth like having that ego boost, like knowing that you're right either. It's just like, okay, they felt the way about it. I feel this way about it. Sometimes we just gotta agree to disagree in order to keep things healthy. And you're not always gonna see eye to eye. And I was like, you know what? That's honest. That's right. And someone who really loves you gonna have viewed it the same way. Like I love this person enough to not let my ego get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Versus someone who's in a lustful relationship. Hey, you trying to boink? Hey, just move on. It's in the past. Hey, listen, they do their thing.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
What do you look for as far as a counterpart?
As far as like in a relationship, if you could communicate, you got to be as far as like qualities or looks or. I mean, you got to be a little fun.
Well, you got to be a little. I got to be attracted to you. Now.
You got to know how to communicate. You got to be a hustler. I feel like in this generation, you have a lot of females depend on a dude to make money and to get money from. Have your own hustle, man. Like, I want a hustling female who don't depend on nobody. She go out there and get it for herself. And somewhat of a family type person. Also.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I'm a family man, so you go.
A lot of people really aren't family oriented like that. Yeah. And you said, what you just said, it was something that you said that made me think about it.
Talking about what you gonna have to get out there and get it on your own.
Yeah. We are at a point in society where women are becoming more independent, but there's also still that big group as well who just feels like they don't have to do anything just because they are a woman. And I feel like knowing the guy that I know you are, your woman could get her own and you still gonna take care of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I ain't gonna say that's how it has to be because some people are still traditional in their role.
But at the same time, you got to know how to get it on your own because one day I might not be here.
That's a good point too. And I was gonna say, I know some people still have that traditional mindset, like the man's the head of the household, he makes the money, the wife take care of the kids. But in the generation we in, I feel like a woman can do whatever she wants to do as far as like work. If she wants to work, she can. And if she decides she wants to be the housewife, she can. But again, I do feel like they have to take into consideration that if something did happen to the husband, she needs to know how to take care of everything.
Yeah.
Or even if, let's say, you out on business for a week or something like that, she need to know the house ain't gonna be burned down when you get back.
And then, especially like if you in a situation where y'all got kids together, I got to trust that you go know how to take care of my kids. Like, say if somebody in a relationship and like the husband like pass away or whatever, like you got to know how to can I trust you to, you know, take care of my kids? Like, can you be that go to type of woman?
Yeah, that's honestly in real relationships. That's something that you have to have a conversation about. How not only how are you going to raise your kids, or like if something happened to me, are you going to still instill those values that we talked about? Yeah. Are you still going to honor my memory through this child?
Oh yeah.
Dang, bro. That's what we thinking. What? That we're ready for a relationship now. Look at you. But
yeah, I mean, it's real.
And this is how I feel personally. With my relationship now, that I'm very thankful for, we do have to have conversations about stuff that, like, granted, our 2 years will be Monday, so 2 years. It don't seem like that long, but at the same time, like, it went by fast. But I will say, for us, we have to have some serious combos. Some of it sound childish, but it's actually like legit combos. Like, for one thing, we had to talk about what we'll name our kid.
I mean, yeah.
That's on, like, in an interracial relationship, you got to think about stuff like that. Like, my son can't be out here named no Hunter or nothing like that. That's kind of intuitive. I don't hunt. Shoot, I can't name him nothing ratchet either. God darn it. Aloysius, Jaquarius.
Alizé.
Like, shoot, they'll need a race neutral name, man. For real. Like Michael. Michael, hey, that's a race neutral name. Look at Michael Jackson. He was black and white, and that name worked for both of them. I'm just playing. Oh, but honestly though, even when this is how you can tell, because I've let her before we even started dating, I let her know, like, hey, I deal with mental stuff from time to time. Like, I deal with depression and I deal with anxiety. And in times where I do get depressed, I sometimes don't even realize it, and someone have to pull me out of that, or at least let me know so I can pull myself out of it. And if that's gonna be too much for you, let me know now before we even get into this. And luckily, she has dealt with some of the same stuff, so she can recognize it. And like, that's something that many people don't even take for granted, because men, we deal with our stuff, but someone who can actually recognize, like, okay, you're not yourself. I can tell you're dealing with a lot. What can I do to help you? Do you need space? Do you need me to do this? Like, and vice versa. When she's dealing with stuff, I'm not the most like, I ain't gonna say empathetic person, because when it comes to certain situations that I have been through, that I'm kind of numb to it, so I don't really know how to react. But I'm like, I'll be my best to be there to support you in the best way I can. And having that understanding and having conversations like that, that will show you how much someone actually really loves you. And she even said this the other day. This one of the random ones. She's like, you know how I know you love me? I'm like, how? Like, you let me eat off your plate. And anybody who know me, I'm the most selfish person when it comes to food. I don't like sharing food to save my life. Man.
That man, if you try to get some off this plate.
Smack. She hate that. I'm quick to smack that hand, boy. Just quick with the quickness. But she's like, that's how I know you love me, because you actually let me, like, you actually share your food with me. I'm like, I ain't happy about it, but I do. I ain't happy about it, you know? Oh, man.
But yeah, I feel like with relationships, depression or mental health, like, things are something everybody go through.
Yeah.
So it's not just the man and the woman. Everybody go through that. Yeah. And there was a great question, you asked her before y'all got into a relationship. Like,
yeah, most people don't even take that into consideration, but it's an actual thing that you, not only just the depression, it's just any certain situations where this is a situation where you don't mentally perform well. Are you gonna bash me for that, or are you gonna be supportive of me in that? Just like, and vice versa, like, same for them. Like, are you gonna be able to be there for them in their hard times?
Okay. Yeah.
And I also feel like, as far as relationships who are centered around lust, most of those relationships come from starting off with sex rather than getting to know that person. Because if you don't know that person in and out, or what's their triggers, what makes them happy, If you don't even take the time to get to know somebody rather than try to get in their pants, that's automatically a sign right there. You know what I'm saying? If your main goal is to get the cheeks, I mean,
it's almost like building a house. Like you're not setting the foundation. Right. You just trying to.
You ain't set the foundation. You just want the wall.
Yeah, you just want the wall. You just want the walls.
You just want the walls, bro. The walls and the roof. That's all you get. That boy don't even want the foundation, just the walls and the roof. That's funny, bro. Oh my. Oh shoot. But honestly, that's where things fall, bro. Like it's again, metaphorically and literally, that's where things crumble.
And then if you don't have a foundation, this
like a house of cards. Exactly. That's crazy. That's funny. Oh man. But I hope y'all have found someone who actually loves you versus someone who is lusting after you. And to recognize the signs, you're gonna have to see what it is for yourself. Like I can't tell you, oh yes, oh they doing this, they only want you for one thing. I can't. Yeah. I don't know, but I will say, if someone loves you, you'll know because they wake up thinking about how I can make my life better, and also how can I make their life better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And I feel like, say if you are in a lustful relationship, it's not too late to turn it around. Just get to know each other. Instead of, when you're supposed to have those conversations and you just start to have conversations, get to know the person,
Honestly, do it. Me and my girl did. We bought some, it's called a date deck. It's just a card deck. It just has a bunch of different questions on it. Ask you some of them are playful questions, some of them are deep, meaningful questions, and you actually have to answer. And we actually do that often, just because, like, we go through a phase of where like we don't really get to spend much time with each other, or we feel like we can get off track a little bit. She'll like, hey, pull out the deck, and we'll just do that for a little bit, and it actually deepens your relationship in like multiple ways, and I love that about us.
Oh yeah, and like when you have those conversations, is the only thing it's really doing is drawing y'all closer together.
Yeah, because it's making you understand that person on different levels, especially with certain stuff that you might not have thought about. That these questions are asking, like, dang, well, how would you feel if this happened, or just stuff like that?
Yeah.
Or what is like some trauma that you feel like you haven't dealt with, or what is something that I don't know about you that you feel like I should, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Good question.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and that was just me thinking off the top. But them questions be super deep or super shallow. It just depends on the water. Depends.
I'm just saying this. Everybody try to find a relationship that involves love. Cause if you try to find a relationship that just involves lust, it's not going to be for the long run at all, man.
And honestly, one thing that I will say is see what each other brings to the table. Because if you see someone not already just looking for you to provide certain things for them, not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm just saying their main focus is like, what can you do for me? Not only just like, how can I get to know you better? What can we do for each other? Like, what can you do for me? That's already a bad sign. And that's from men and women. Like,
a lot of times, like in them pop the balloon challenges, when a dude ask a female what do they bring to the table, they automatically get defensive. Like, I'm the whole table.
I'm not 4-course, 5-course meat.
Like, God, dog, man.
But I've also seen I've seen a few of those where it's the woman trying to pick the guy, and guys pop their balloon just because they like how her toes look.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, men are shallow too. Like, men are super shallow. Like, oh it's the half of me. You got too much weed. your foot hanging off the side of the sandal. You know what I'm saying? Like dang, bro.
You remember that pop the balloon challenge that the Ninja Turtle dude is like, you're being too promiscuous. I don't want a female that's too promiscuous.
No, that's all right, Queen. That's all right, Queen. No disrespect, Queen. But that man would shake the mess out of them and still call them Queen afterwards. Bro, like, bro, come on, man.
Right.
Nah, I wouldn't want to be on one of those shows. Like, you'll never catch me on one because I'm taking.
But yeah, as soon as you walk in that thing, it sound like gunshot.
Grenade thrown. Like, Lord. But I don't know. I feel like those shows do. I don't know, because there have been some genuine people on that show too. I feel like, and no, that was pissed me off about it. Because there be some genuine people on there. Like, I'm like, dang, bro, they should match because like they see the same thing, but then she be like, oh, he too short for me. Like, bro, it shouldn't even matter about that. Like, y'all had the same.
Oh boy.
Y'all lined up, just here, Lord.
Oh, you so short.
Man, you know how many times I heard that in my life, bro. I know what you talking about too. You fake, low key. I know exactly what you talking about.
Oh, weak.
I hope they doing alright, but they fake for that. Well, if you watch this episode, you know who you are. That's why I don't like tall people now.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna say like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to press that like button.
I wish it was a love button. That was lame. I'm sorry, y'all. That was lame. I tried.
Don't forget to press that subscribe button, dog.
Like, comment,
subscribe, share. It ain't nothing to press that button, dog. Come on.
It ain't nothing to press the button. Hey, it ain't nothing to press the button. Hey, it ain't nothing to press the button. Hey. Oh yeah.
It ain't nothing to press the button.
Man, we can make that a thing, bro.
But yeah. All right. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell your granddaddy, tell your grandma. Tell all the baby kids. Tell Kid and Play. Tell Martin Lawrence. Tell the celebrities. It's like, I don't care about them. But tell a friend to tell a friend.
You need to care about them, so you know the platform they got.
Tell your auntie to tell your auntie. Tell your uncle to tell your uncle. Tell your grandkids. Tell the great grandkids. Tell your great grandparents.
You don't run out, do you?
No.
At this point, tell Bernie Mac.
Tell Bernie Mac, rest in peace.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Everybody.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.